Welcome back. We're rejoined by our guests, Congressman Trey Gowdy and John Racfliffe of Texas, to discuss the GOP agenda in 2018 and whether the Trump agenda can overcome the Democrats' resistance. Newt Gingrich has a piece out today on FoxNews.com that says, quote, "The great political surprise of 2018 will be the size of the Republican victory," end quote. On the other hand, GOP Congressman Charlie Dent of Pennsylvania is not seeking re-election, and he isn't nearly as optimistic.
We're in a very challenging midterm environment. You know, the party of the president typically, loses about 32 seats in a midterm like this. So I think most of my colleagues are well aware of the historical challenges that we face. Of course, then Donald Trump, complicates that because he's a very polarizing figure. And so I suspect that our challenges will be even greater just because of that.
That from Charlie Dent, current member of Congress on the Republican side of the aisle. Gentlemen, I want to start with Trey Gowdy here. The Speaker of the House also plays a very important role, as does the President. Paul Ryan, as the Speaker of the House, I'm not aware of any Speaker who's ever gone unscathed. He takes on a very difficult position. But Congressman Gowdy, from your perspective, you've got a front and center seat with Paul Ryan. How's he doing? What's your perspective on the Speaker?
Jason, there are a lot of good members of Congress, and my co-guest tonight is one of my favorites. But I'll bet you Johnny would agree with me when I say there is no one better qualified to be the Speaker of the House than Paul Ryan. He has every quality that you want in a leader. He is smart. He is principled. He is inclusive. And most importantly, he is reluctant. He did not want to be the Speaker of the House. He wanted to be the chairperson of Ways and Means. But when Kevin McCarthy dropped out of the Speaker's race, we had no one to turn to. So we went and said, "Will you lead us?" And he reluctantly did so. He is the smartest kid in the class. He would be my #1 draft choice if I were starting this government all over again. I don't know how long he wants to remain Speaker, but he's done us a favor by taking the job. And I can't think of anybody that could do the job as well as he's doing it right now.
Now, Congressman Racfliffe, a lot of people don't know this about your background, but you're actually the subcommittee chairman on cybersecurity. You, as a former prosecutor, were prosecuting terrorism cases. You look at the $90 billion a year that our federal government spends on cyber and cybersecurity efforts. It is a very dangerous thing in this country. What keeps you up at night as you look at cybersecurity and the challenges facing the United States?
Well, Jason, I think you and Trey have both heard me say this before, that I consider cybersecurity to be the greatest threat to our national security. Listen, I think we are at far greater danger from invasions of our digital borders right now than any invasion of our physical borders. And people just need to turn on their computers, open up their papers every day and see another breach, another hack that has increased in sophistication and severity. And the point is this, that the United States will only remain the world superpower if we're also the world's cyber superpower. And so as much as we're spending in this field right now, it's not enough. It's the great equalizer, cyberspace is right now. It's the new frontier, and it's how a country like North Korea that can't compete with the United States with kinetic firepower can compete with us in cyberspace. So we've got to really dedicate our efforts. This is an area that I've enjoyed legislating in, but we've got to continue to do that in a smart way where we can raise the cyber hygiene and cyber IQ of every American so that we're safer and that we do maintain the status as the world's cyber superpower.
A lot of issues facing the United States, and one of the things that you hear, particularly if you listen to the mainstream media and those outside the Beltway, is the contention, the difficult nature of coming up with bipartisan solutions that you would think that the body doesn't get along. Now, Trey Gowdy, I know you've been writing a book for some time now with Senator Tim Scott, also of South Carolina. Tell me about the book and your perspective on the atmosphere in Washington, D.C.
Well, Jason, Tim Scott is the best person in all of politics. The two guys I'm with tonight are really, really good people, but I think Tim Scott's the best person in politics. And as you two know, because you stopped by our dinner table, he and I are virtually inseparable. We also did not know each other in 2010 when we came in as freshmen. We have different backgrounds. We have different life experiences. We, frankly, have different views on some pretty significant issues. But we have just chosen to have a friendship some would call unlikely, because we are more interested in the conciliation than we are the conflict. So what we want to do is share the story of our relationship and try to encourage our fellow citizens. I do think there is a hunger for conciliation, for unity in this country. Contrast is fine. I'm glad we don't all pull for the Cowboys. I'm glad we don't all go watch the same movie at the same time. But the contrast has morphed into conflict. And what I hear almost everywhere I go is this sense of angst, this divisiveness. We are the United States of America. So I would love for us to spend almost as much time celebrating what we have in common as we do harping on the differences. And Timmy and I, look, our hair is different. We come from different backgrounds.
Your hair is different on almost a daily basis. So, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, my hair is different from my own hair. But if you put up a picture of Tim Scott, you can see we have differences. But we made a conscious effort to celebrate the things that we have in common. And, Jason, I'm telling you, you served there, whether it's Joey Kennedy or Seth Moulton or Kristen Sinema or Tulsi Gabbard or Peter Welch. Those are all Democrats on the other side of the aisle. I know this story doesn't get out, and some of your viewers and some of the viewers of other television shows, frankly, don't want to hear it. But 99.9% of us get along really well in our personal interactions. It's just we have this hyper-focus on conflict in this country. So the fact that we get along doesn't make the news. What does make the news is if there's one member on either side yelling at each other that night. So I'm interested in conciliation and unity and what binds us together as fellow Americans, and that's what Timmy and I want to write about.
Well, listen, it's been an honor and privilege to serve with you. Well, I did in the United States Congress. Parting quick word, John Racfliffe, I don't know if you have any sort of New Year's resolution or good movie that you saw or some word of wisdom going into the new year, but...
Well, my New Year's resolution, one of the things that Chairman Gowdy's always telling me is that I should ask better questions of witnesses at congressional hearings. And since he's a lot older and wiser, mostly older, I'm going to take that advice to heart in 2018.
Trey, Gowdy, do you have any words of wisdom going into 2018 or any good movie or show that you saw or that provides some inspiration?
Well, I want to say this. I want to wish you and Julie a Happy New Year. And, Johnny, I want to wish you and Michelle a Happy New Year. And, Jason, it was a privilege to serve with you. And, Johnny, you know that you are my favorite member of the House. In terms of holiday movies, one that I have found inspirational this season is Narcos, Season 3. If you like movies about families and family businesses, I would recommend Narcos.
Yeah, that's a feel-good, pick-me-up, way to get along movie. Yeah, rather long one.
I thought he was going to say Bad Santa, but okay.
Gentlemen,
no, my wife
will
not let me watch Bad Santa.
Thank you again very much.